For Charlo, it's not a weight cut. It's more about a weight pickup. So it's more of he has to gain weight. He's going up to 168 from 154. So I think that's going to be very fascinating to see how he chose to do it. I did it with muscle the first time when I went up to heavyweight, but it all depends on how he does it. And for some people, like when I was a middleweight or even a super middleweight, I just cut less weight than I cut in my weight cut. So it could be a weight cut if you cutting down, and I'm sure he cuts down to junior middle. So sometimes the weight cut is not so much of a cut as it is now you don't have to cut weight. You probably got to try to add a little weight. So I think this time he won't cut weight, he'll add a little weight. His fight ranks right in the middle of the big fights we've seen this year. And I'm saying that because this is basically the middleweight division. It's super middle, but it's the middleweight division. We've seen great fights in the lower weight classes. We have good fights coming in the higher weight classes. So this fight ranks right in the middle. It's guys that we've been wanting to see fight for so long. It's been for a long time now that we've been wishing Canelo could fight a Charlo, or Benavidez fight a Charlo, Benavidez fight Canelo. Either way, we've been wishing for these type of fights for a long time. Now we're starting to get them, and with the Tank Davises and the Devin Haney's and the Shakur Stevensons of the world, Terrence Crawford's, they're pushing the envelope. Everybody's going out making their claim for pound for pound the best fighter on the planet. Canelo also wants that back. In order to get that, we got to fight names. So you got Benavidez finna fight Boo Boo, Demetrius Andre. You got this fight happening. You got so much going on because now we're getting back to pound for pound the best. It ain't about pound for pound the most popular. It's pound for pound the best. First, you got to conquer your weight class. After you conquer your weight class, they will consider you as far as being the best all around pound for pound. That's how boxing should be. These are the type of fights that boxing has to have in order to bring it back. It's just we just went for a long while with people trying to mimic something that they couldn't do. A lot of people try to mimic what Floyd Mayweather did, and most people can't do that. So you got to go back to what real boxing is. So for a long time, people were trying to mimic what he did, which what he did was a great thing for him. But it's like for boxing, we can't live like that. Boxing still got to go back to being who's the best. That's the only way you're gonna get people to pay the money. So it's like he did a great thing, but for him that worked. That don't work for everybody. So he was a genius in that, but that don't work for everybody. Now, with that being said, people are getting back to go ahead and do what you got to do to make you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is for you at your time, you got to do that. You can't do what he did. I can't do what he did. He did something that was amazing for him. That was cool, but boxers got to do what's amazing for you. What's for him, it's meant for him. What's for you, it's meant for you. And that's what people got to understand. If he stays in the fight and goes the distance, he must go to Canelo's body early. A lot of people don't do that, but Canelo goes to their bodies early, which is why he usually breaks them down later in the fight. That's one thing Canelo does well, and to be honest with you, most Mexican fighters are good at going to the body and to the head. They know that to get a guy late, you got to break his body down early. And so if you do the same thing to him, then it gives you better chances to last with him in the latter part of the fight. If you don't beat his body and he beats your body, then you're going to be depleted by the end of the fight, and he's not. So of course it is. Canelo does have something to prove, though. That's what people are wrong at. Because his last fight, it was okay, but people didn't really like it. And it is hard to get up to fight a guy that you just know really is not on your level. So that coming off the B-ball fight made people think maybe he doesn't want it anymore. And that's why also I think it's great for Jamel to take the fight right now, because if he can catch him in that position where he's not really as hungry as he used to be, Jamel will beat him, because Jamel's still hungry. And that's why he said it's for the dogs, because he's hungry, he still wants it. He's not nearly as accomplished as he wants to be. Him nor his brother, they want more. And Canelo kind of has accomplished everything he wants. So now, the real question becomes, how bad does Canelo want to reinstate himself in the boxing game? Does he want to reinstate himself at the top of the pound for pound list? Or does he just want to fight to make money again? Because if he's fighting just to make more money, he won't beat Jamel. If he's fighting to reinstate himself, we'll have a good damn fight on our hands. Well, I don't know what's next for each fighter, because here's a good thing about it. If we have a very good 12-round close fight, normal fight fans, we want to see it again. We want to see it ran back. If there's a late knockout, then there's no need for them to fight again, because whoever knocked whoever out late this time will probably knock whoever out late again next time. So if Canelo is victorious, we probably want to see him fight the bigger brother, Jamal. If Jamel is victorious, we don't know. We might want to see him go back down and fight Crawford, or we might want to see him go up and fight, stay there and fight Benavidez. We don't know. So there's a lot of options for both of these guys. More for Jamel, I think, than even for Canelo. That's a very hard call. If I got $25,000 free dollars, I'd probably go with Canelo decision, because I know if it's close, usually he gets it. Like with the Bivol fight, if he would have just won the last round, which I thought he had lost at least 9-4, but if he'd won the last round, that fight would have been called a draw. So knowing that background, knowing how they do for Canelo, it's kind of hard to bet against it. If Charlo's going to be victorious, he probably should try to get him out of there. That'd be the safest route. So if I had to bet right now, I've never seen Canelo even down. I probably bet with Canelo.